It's your boy Bro and Louis, man. I'm on the Ave with the. I'm on the Ave, man. It's episode 13. As you can see,
1-3, baby.
You know what I mean? It's a celebration somewhat, but we're in pink. You know what I mean? Different shades of pink because Love Day is coming up. Valentine's Day, February 14th. For all the lovers, the day will be half past by the time we get to it. So, anybody got plans?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little blue, so you know, ladies, holler at me.
Oh, well, this already gonna be passed. So.
Well, there is actually a.
I still got time.
Like
yes, Jess?
a few days. Anyway, there is this singles party that I'm going to.
Go ahead.
Oh, you do? You are taking someone out?
No, Valentine's is when I take her out. It don't matter what day it is.
Oh, you're. Any day is
Every
good.
day is
I'm
Valentine's.
Every day is Valentine's Day.
I'm understanding.
Okay.
That was dumb. Anyways, I am going to a singles party. Yes, it's going to be a bunch of singles.
Galentine's?
And no, it's not a Galentine's.
Oh, you
that would
said
be a bunch
singles
of
party.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Single and ready to mingle.
In a sense, it's actually going to be those who are single, separated, and widowed. It's actually going to be a multiple. I found it on Facebook. It's a different thing. It's only 33 people going, so it is going to be kind of intimate.
I would have loved to go.
That's
I didn't want to see your ass there.
Do you need a wingman, Jess? I'm just asking. Do you? Are you?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I was just asking. You know.
So there's that. I think we might vlog it. That would be cute.
That would be
Some
cute.
Patreon shit that you guys can kind of see. That'd be cute. Maybe.
Okay, we'll see.
She ain't finna get away that game. She ain't gonna do that.
Well, you know what? Maybe not, because it is a little late though. Got a bottle app.
Sure, you got Valentine's Day plans?
Nah, bruh. So lonely, bruh. So y'all hit me up on the 27th too. Whenever this drop, you know.
Wait a minute. Is all of the panel
He has nobody
Yeah.
to call.
Are we all single?
As far as my
Well,
plans,
no.
I don't have plans. I just will be filming on set, so that's my plan.
Yeah, I'll be on set with my
I'll be on set.
on set Valentine's.
Friday.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
Hey, so let's get into the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about these Super Bowl champions. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Saquon Barkley. Shout out to the whole Philadelphia Eagles.
Well, before we do
team,
that,
staff,
let me
all of that.
introduce myself. It's your girl Jess. And yes, I am ecstatic because from the moment I set foot in this gut,
She been carrying that head like it's the trophy.
I have been telling y'all we were gonna take it. I don't know who Uncle Phil is, Uncle Pete, Uncle Luke, Uncle Keith is, or what the hell he really been talking about. But if you listen to what I was saying after he got his shit off, I said Cappington, where it's not Backington. Yeah, no, there was no way you were counting my birds out talking about the Commanders and the Bills. Gonna do what? Go home?
That's what
Go
we
to
did.
Cancun? You're right. Yeah, so anyways.
Hey, hold your paw. Hey, hold your tongue.
Next year you can talk about it, but for right now, again, if you didn't make it to the Super Bowl, if you're not the Super Bowl champion, shut the fuck up. Anyway, belt to ass to the Chiefs. You hear that? That's the smack we put on them.
We didn't make it to 6 minutes, YouTube. I'm sorry, we didn't make it to 6 minutes.
Not on this episode. I told you, baby. I told you. If we was, first of all, the brutal beating we put on them deserves to cuss in the first two. I'm sorry, my love. That's just what it is. If you were a Chiefs fan, I'm sorry that you leaking red, blue, and your fucking nerve at this point, because I know you didn't think to get blown out like that. I seen people walking home at the third quarter. They was like, yeah, halftime, I'm going to stay for Kendrick, and I'm rolling. First
It
of
was
all,
over in the first quarter.
Yeah.
It really was.
That game over at halftime was for the whole game.
Wait, hold on. Are you done? I didn't want to.
No,
I don't want to stop you. I want you to get your.
I was rolling. We gonna be here for a minute, so I'm gonna let everybody chime in. I'm gonna keep going, but yeah, talk your shit. You thought it was over when in the beginning? Keep going. Yeah. When was it over? Was it the interception with Deshaun Coop, or was it when we just easily had A.J. Brown? Which one was it? I'm unsure. When did you know it was over for who everybody thought was going to get this 3-peat? When did you?
Nobody in here.
No, I'm
Just for
talking about
record.
y'all. I saw so many comments. Because, see, I was just focused on my men. So I wasn't really looking into all the commentators and the armchair warriors who were talking about Jalen Hurts and all this. As long as they get Saquon, it's the Chiefs and all that. I was just now privy to that after we won. So when I'm seeing all these people put smut on my coach and my quarterback, I'm like... Not the people who didn't score until like the fourth quarter. Not them. What the? All right. So yeah, like I said, y'all chime in and I'm gonna eat mine. Don't worry. Y'all go ahead.
I mean, go ahead, Eddie.
It's a lot of static.
Go ahead, man. You know.
But this year they deserve to win. They shit.
Deserve. Baby.
deserved
They
it.
won.
I'm just saying, like I'm saying, like that throughout the whole season,
Yeah.
they deserved to win.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
the best
yeah.
team.
You know what I'm saying? That was the best team throughout the
Best
whole
defensive
season.
line.
Yeah.
Yo, that defensive line had Patrick
The
Mahomes.
filthy four is who he talking about.
Running for
The
his
filthy
life.
four is who he talking about.
And then the crazy
Let me
thing
get back on
is, they did not blitz one time. Like, not one call
Didn't have
was a
to.
blitz. And Patrick Mahomes was running like a little kid in Little League. Like, it was so crazy seeing Patrick Mahomes run like that. And then, like he was so.
I ain't seen
Like,
that
Bro,
since
I've
the
never,
Buccaneers,
bro. I swear, I have not seen Patrick Mahomes like that in years, bro. And I'm just looking at the game like, yeah, it's over. The first quarter, I knew it was over. You could just tell. And I told Mario this at the barbershop. I said, bro. He said, I'm kind of shocked, and I said, I don't know why, bro. Like, the Chiefs barely made it the entire season. They scraped
They had
by.
the refs. The refs was like, we gotta at least get these niggas to the Super Bowl. After that, we can let our hands.
I'm not the one that.
If it wasn't for the rest, the Bills would have got past that. But
Let's talk about
I'm
it.
not subscribing to
Let's
that
talk about
idea that's what happens every single time.
They saved him
because
twice. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, it happens. I'm not subscribing to that idea. All I know is
subscribe
that.
to it, believe it, facts.
Or don't. It happened.
I mean, either way.
Believe your eyes. Your eyes ain't gonna lie to you.
Go ahead.
I would
Jill.
just say, as a non-football person, because guys,
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
don't know too much
Naked
about
eyes.
it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't really care about
at the
it.
growth
They don't
of
pay
Gio.
my bills. They don't help me
here
mentally,
we go.
spiritually, financially. I'm just saying.
I got an app for you.
But because they don't, I just want to say, like, before
Prize Picks, holla at
halftime,
us.
I heard so much about the Chiefs. If that's the correct.
that's
Okay, so I heard so much about them that I was like, okay, they may actually win again this year. But because how the way it went before halftime, I was really terrified for you all. So shout out to Eagles.
Listen.
again. Just
That's an
saying.
innocent view right there.
I'm innocent. I have-
Naked eyes, didn't know nothing about nothing, was just paying attention to that
Exactly.
line of scrimmage. And
Thank
then when
you,
she
Jess.
realized
Called it
Serena Williams walked more on
That
that
too.
field than the Chiefs, she said, wait a minute now. Not America's
She
Chiefs.
called her naked eyes.
It's true.
Naked eyes. They know what she was watching.
She just said, hey, them green people going.
Exactly.
Wait a minute, that number 30.
I was like, wait, is that the score for the Chiefs or that's the score for
Baby,
the
that
Eagles?
red was out there and it wasn't moving too much.
I was so shocked.
I wasn't.
I was too.
I was
wasn't.
shocked.
I was.
But I heard so much about the
wanted
Chiefs.
a blowout, but I was shocked that it actually happened.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I was shocked.
And I told him.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
told
Like
him.
it started like with like Travis Kelce dropping like 2 passes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Bro, I don't know, bro. I was not surprised, bro. That game was not surprising me, dog. It was not surprising me. I was just I just wanted to see how bad they was gonna beat them. I was not surprised,
I don't know
dog.
why you was
But,
up
like,
here
who you
reciting
put that
Uncle
on the-
Keith
do you
then.
put that-
Hold
do you put that on
on.
Mahomes, or do you put that on the
Let me
coach?
get back to Uncle Keith. What the hell?
I just think Philadelphia was a better team. And she talking about Uncle Keith. That's Uncle Keith is Uncle Keith. I'm not Uncle Keith. I disagree with Uncle Keith multiple times. Uncle Keith
just
had
making sure.
Uncle Keith had the Pittsburgh Steelers on there, and I'm like, why? I told him that too.
Yeah.
And Uncle Keith texted me and said, you was right, nephew. I know I was right.
Uncle Pete, we gonna talk.
Uncle Keith is just a Steelers hardcore fan. That's just who he is. That's how they are.
Man,
He gonna be hyped then.
Yeah, that's it.
the fact that Vic Fangio, I'm not Vic Fangio.
No, shout out to you too. Boo.
Fangio.
No, what's the guy name for the Chiefs defensive coordinator?
Oh, Spagnoli.
Spagnoli.
Yeah.
The fact that he couldn't like adjust was like
I mean,
beyond
but
me, bro.
it's not.
What could you do
It's
even
not
if you
beyond
did?
you because first of all, Kansas City
no,
defense.
like bro, like if he had his defense set to stop the run the whole game. Saquon Barkley didn't get off.
Right.
Like, at some point you gotta adjust.
They knew
At some
either
point, you
way.
gotta
No.
adjust.
If
that's facts.
they've been trained to not let that nigga run. Even if they got on him to adjust to the other players, that nigga's taking off. They couldn't let up. There was no other
No,
option.
but you have to try something different. You can't keep doing it. You can't do the same thing. You
Not to
gotta
them.
try.
They said, "Hey, fuck it. We've been practicing
Yeah,
this nigga.
bro,
just
but
keep
you
it
gotta-
on."
You gotta try.
Yeah, you're right.
all
Yeah,
options,
but-
bro. You
but-
gotta try all
but-
options
in the
on
Super
table.
Bowl?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
But Philly would have beat the Chiefs the last game if the things was if
Oh, they
if
would
this
have
was
won.
right.
I'm just saying.
That's
I
what
was
I'm saying.
surprised
So
I
it's
didn't
like,
see no adjustments. That's all I'm saying.
what's the adjustment you gonna make?
I just told you, bro. Like,
Get it out.
bro. Like, don't double team.
Saquon, I get that. I
Yeah,
understand that.
like-
There was no way for that. The filthy four
Like,
was going for Mahomes.
don't stack the box. Like they stacked the box the whole game.
Bro, there was nothing they can do, bro. That the Philadelphia said. I mean, I want to say something.
I would-
They had
The
no
Philadelphia
answer for
Eagles
Carter.
offensive
They had
playbook
no
is
answer for
too
Ball.
diverse, bro.
No
Like,
answer for
there's nothing
CD.
you can do with that offense.
understand there's nothing,
Even-
but at some you got to
You
you
gotta
got to
try
try to
something.
adjust.
They
bro.
did in the
They
first
did.
quarter. They
If you
pressed
get
it.
if you getting blown
Y'all
out
acting like
playing
they
man to
didn't
man
get
the whole
20.
game, listen. if you playing basketball and you getting blown out playing man to man, you're gonna try zone.
No,
Let's
you're
try
gonna
zone.
keep protecting
They
who you
tried.
need to
They
because you know that nigga.
They adjusted, bro. They adjusted, bro.
They did it.
They adjusted. It just didn't work.
They did not
It
adjust.
just
They
didn't
did.
work, bro.
No.
It just didn't work, dog. They adjusted. I know they adjusted.
They're not who y'all
did it,
think
bro.
they are. They got
I'm telling
exposed.
you.
And then the
It's just
other
that
thing on the
simple.
other side of that, bro,
It's
is
that simple.
they were.
Facts, bro.
That's
It's
what
that
I'm saying.
simple.
That was what I was
It's
about to
that
say, bro.
simple.
They were one of the worst defenses last year, bro.
And they still are.
So it's almost like they just got exposed by a complete team.
What's happening?
A real team that has a real line
What's
on both
happening?
sides
A
of the
rookie
floor.
ran a fucking touchdown in the Super Bowl. What are we talking about? The Chiefs got exposed. They got their pants pulled down and ass smacked. And a kiss goodbye.
Okay, so I asked this question:
And that's
Are
only
the
because of
Eagles?
Andy Reid.
are the-
Only because.
Are the Eagles? Is this like the
Just
start of a
please.
dynasty? Are y'all gonna like keep this going?
I believe so because
Like Jalen
they-
Hurts. No. Hey, I brought the hat. Goddamn. Nobody can speak on their behalf except.
Press conference. All right.
Now, Jalen Hurts said we're going to take it one day at a time, and A.J. Brown said, look, this championship, now that he's had time to
so
settle
you're
with
speaking on
it,
their behalf. Okay.
yes, Sirski. I was reading. I felt like I was in the locker room, goddamn. I was this close to popping a beer from the back and doing whatever the fuck they did, but I'd have died, so I didn't do it. Like Jalen Hurts did. He said, hey, fuck all that. I watched the Jimmy Fallon show.
Did you see that when they were all in the locker
bro,
room
too
together
cool, bro.
afterwards?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I felt like I was there.
I don't know.
So,
Jalen Hurts is a cool.
really
ass
quick,
nigga, dog.
back to the dial tone voices from y'all. So AJ Brown was just saying how now that he's had time to process the Super Bowl, that he was saying the championship didn't feel like much. He was basically saying that he'd rather eat, like the eating and winning and doing the touchdown, the field goals, all of that felt like more of the championship every time they won, as opposed to it's over. Like he just feels like let's do this
he
shit
got
again.
satisfied,
So
yeah.
for me, if we're gonna build a dynasty, we're hungry.
Okay, now what
We're
I was
hungry.
going to say was I think they can be because
Of course we can be.
at every position that they have, they're loaded at every position from top to bottom. You know what I'm saying? And then like you look at their contracts. So
Yeah, and Bond, you coming back? You coming home? You coming home? Yeah, keep going. I'm telling you, like we got a lot of free agents, but they really work their ass
no, I'm
off.
just saying though, like they got a lot of rookies.
Young Bulls, yes.
You know what I'm saying? They got
They
a lot of
hungry.
rookies.
They're hungry.
They can do it. You know what
They're
I'm saying?
fucking
They
hungry.
got the possibility to do it. We on the Ave.
I told you I was not. What? Go Birds! I've been talking my shit. I'm wearing my
As you
green.
should.
I'm telling you.
As
First
you
of all,
should.
I already told y'all in the chat because we got a chat. I already told y'all I was not coming up here to pick up that. Please, we was not coming up here
That's
to
your
talk
team.
no
You pick your
shit.
shit up. That's
First of
your
all,
shit.
don't say
Talk
pick
that
up
shit
my
up.
shit. Where your team at? Cancun early. Shut that shit up. I don't even know your team and don't need to know it. First of all, I picked it up with the swiftness. First of all, back to what you were. Fuck you mean? This is not the time. This is not the time. It ain't even about what I was drinking. Again,
Yeah.
Philly Nation. It's a bird nest in this hole. Okay, I'm flying down on anything talking crazy.
So just to clarify, you are saying that y'all gonna repeat next year.
What
That's
I'm
just-
saying is we're hungry. And what I'm saying is whatever your team is, you better stand on it from the time we spank that ass to the time we spank that ass. I don't give a fuck. Say if you an Eagles fan today. GL said she converted today. On camera. Say it again, GL, so they can see it.
I'm an Eagle fan.
Okay. 2 out of 5 ain't smart. I mean, I got it right. The rest of them, I'm not really sure. One is a Bills fan, and I can at least give them some pride in that because they really held a good fight. And Josh Allen is a hungry man, but we gonna see.
Okay.
We gonna see. And everybody else in
I
here
stand
is
with Cap.
shaky as shit.
I stand with Cap now. I don't watch the NFL no more.
Oh, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. We got one nigga just staying out. I love that you talented. Just staying out.
But you're a Commanders fan though, right?
Yeah,
was.
something like that. You know,
He was.
I was for that week.
Daniels is cool though. I heard he
I still
was-
fuck with you though.
He did some good shit. What was the Commanders' record before he got there?
Dang, bro. Hey, you heard Devo say he want to trade. How you feel about that?
Damn,
I don't care. Get him out of there.
Damn, like that.
I don't care, bro.
Damn.
I'm gonna be real, bro. So Jess, I'm a 49ers fan, just for the record.
Yeah, he is.
But
Oh, the
But,
ones who lost last year, the 58
it's all
Super
good. I
Bowl
ain't
to the
tripping.
Chiefs. Okay. Okay.
I'm good with listen.
Losing.
We are a very successful team.
Right.
Count it up. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we got more championships than the Eagles do, but it's okay.
Oh, here we go. I
But y'all
hate when
good
people
for right
can't
now,
talk
and
about
I,
today.
and I don't want to turn this into hate for the Eagles because I really rock
Bro,
with the
when it
Eagles.
was your time
I
last year,
really
what did
rock
y'all
with the
do?
Eagles.
Just
Hold
answer
on,
that question.
hold
Last year, what
hold
y'all
on.
do?
It wasn't even a beef. I was just clarifying my team.
Yeah, and
to
then you
answer
said
your-
what? Did he not try to take a job? Well, we got what? So, nah, stand on your shit. You said we got what? And my response to you is, when y'all went last year, what happened?
So to answer your question, right, in reference to Debo.
Oh, I thought so.
I think that Debo's.
Loser stay silent. Yeah,
I think that Debo's time.
The best bet.
I think Debo's time on the 49ers has kind of reached this. I think it's just reached this point, bro, because we got too many offensive weapons, bro, and he needs the ball to be effective. And why are we gonna rush the ball with you if we got C-Mac back there, or if we got Jordan Mason? And then it's like, why would I throw you the ball? Not why would I throw you the ball, because Debo is Debo. But I got Brandon Ayuk and I got Juwan Jennings, and we got Ricky Pearson and Pearsall. Like we got, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you still got George Kittle. So it's like we can't really like to get you the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like for the touches that you need. And I would much rather him go on another team and get.
What about Aaron Rodgers?
They already let him go. Night.
Aaron Rodgers. Oh, you talking about? I told you. I said he going to the Steelers.
He going to Steelers.
No.
And it's just like what I said. I said
put confirmed.
Right.
I mean, either way.
I'm just saying, can you see?
Nah, bro, don't come over. No, stay away from us, bro. We don't need you, bro.
You want to keep Purdy?
Yes, bro. I rock with Purdy, bro.
I rock with Purdy.
He just got hurt. It's injuries, bro.
They in the talks of looking at another quarterback, though.
I don't know why y'all think Aaron Rodgers would be in the running for that, though.
Because he's all right. We can't do that now. Because Aaron Rodgers had the same stats as Josh Allen. Except for touchdowns and rush touchdowns.
I love when they do that part, except for, but.
Nah, I'm just saying, like 20. That's a quarterback supposed to pass the ball.
Yeah,
28 touchdowns. That 28 touchdowns and 11 interceptions is a good quarterback.
Don't say what a quarterback is supposed to do, because Jalen Hurts officially changed the standard of what a quarterback can or should be doing. So
hold on now. We're not doing that now. Jalen Hurts ain't the standard for quarterbacks.
I'm not. Did I say that? I said he changed what the definition
Lamar
was,
Jackson
meaning that
no, Lamar Jackson has changed what the standard is.
Where's there? There's Cancun.
Right,
no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Players versus a team. That's two different things.
How many Super Bowls has Lamar Jackson won? How many Super Bowls has Lamar Jackson won? Somebody say it right now.
Okay.
But we
that's a different conversation.
It's always a different conversation.
You talking about a 53-man roster. It's a 53-man roster. It's two different rosters and coaches and organizations.
Gio, you said you got naked eyes, right?
They finally got Lamar Jackson. They finally got Lamar Jackson the weapons that he needed this year.
Gio.
Yes.
Like literally, they finally got him the weapons he needed this year.
What's the number before 1?
0.
Okay, that's how many Super Bowls they got. I personally don't understand what he's talking about. Like I said, I wasn't saying
that
Jalen Hurts.
When we talk about individual players, that means nothing.
I wasn't saying Jalen Hurts is the definition of what a quarterback is. I say he changed the standard to what it is, as if it's definitive. He said a quarterback does not have to run it. You don't have to throw it. What do you mean? He just won a Super Bowl and showed you.
So you got Jalen Hurts 1 out of all the quarterbacks.
That's not what I'm saying. Okay. What I'm saying is
that's what you're saying.
He's better than anyone you're talking about. He's better than anyone he would be talking about. I know you're not out, you're not in. And he's better than anyone he's talking about. If he was to say he's better than Josh Allen, I would say, where the fuck was Josh Allen at the Super Bowl then? If you didn't go, talk it when the season starts.
You can't still. There's two sides of the ball.
There's not two sides of the ball.
Yes,
it's just who won.
Defense and offense.
I hate
Cooper
when you
DeJean. You just mentioned Cooper DeJean running a interception back for a touchdown.
That's why he's a defensive player.
What difference does it make? Who showed up?
They got 3 interceptions on. They got 3 interceptions. They got their points off of defense.
You can't say Josh Allen. You can't say that that he's better than Josh Allen because.
Why can't I?
What you mean? Because he's not. He's.
She can say it because of the championship, but that we all know that that doesn't. When you have individual conversations, that doesn't apply.
When people become enthusiasts, they get blurred into it. So let me ask Naked Eyes.
You can even ask. NFL players, bro.
When you enter a tournament, because you got Naked Eyes. When you enter a tournament and you know that there's rounds you have to go through to get to a championship game. You don't know. Thank you. No, it's not even your level. It's just the fundamental of what a game is. When you get into a game that has a championship, that means you go through rounds, you go through simulations to get to where it's just you versus one player, right? And after the end of that, one of you get to say that you are the best among the best because what? You played everybody to get to that point. Is that not how those? Okay, so when it was the Eagles and the Chiefs that got to that point.
53 players, not one player. That's two different conversations.
Excuse me,
53 players,
but the
one
Chiefs
player.
have been making a statement for their team for the past
we're not,
and they've been saying who? By Mahomes, which is one person, right?
Nobody just gives the credit to Mahomes.
So again,
nobody just gives the credit to Mahomes.
Gio, so back to the again, so, and out of the Chiefs and the Eagles, who won that when it was just two teams going up to see who was the best of the best?
That has nothing to do with the conversation we're having.
It does, though, because we're talking about the Super Bowl, so I'm trying to say anything else is null and fucking void. Your team is in Cancun. Let them celebrate over there drinking Mai Tais. We're talking about the Super Bowl champions, period.
That all sounds good.
Period.
See, audience, she coming here to celebrate.
That's it. And on tomorrow or next season.
We're not having a real conversation.
Next season when it's reloaded and y'all get a chance again.
So we're gonna let her.
You're gonna have
celebrate.
to, cause your team is where? What you mean?
We can't have an educated conversation because
You don't need to. You can talk about it next season, and they'll maybe have an educated play.
So we're gonna let you celebrate. So
You gonna
celebrate.
have to.
Get your
That's
shit
what we
off.
doing. They having a parade Friday. I'm having mine now. Y'all gonna talk about y'all boo ass teams next season. It's simple.
To me.
Thank you.
All right.
See,
Next topic.
and she new to it. Already getting it. She's great. Kendrick. Let's talk about Kendrick.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. The Super Bowl was just amazing all around. My team won and Kendrick won. Hell, let's talk about that. That was phenomenal. Anybody saying otherwise, you're crooked, especially if you're skin folk. But I'm gonna let y'all have that because I get it. I don't.
No, I agree.
Look,
Kendrick killed it. You know.
He definitely did.
And Serena, I already mentioned her, but
Kendrick was the real highlight of the Super Bowl. I mean, all that other shit sounds good, but that shit is secondary to Kendrick.
Yeah,
of course it is.
He made a statement.
I mean, to be real, like
Yeah, Kendrick.
Kendrick was the talk of the whole Super Bowl. Like, and right, it's only because the Eagles had already put the game away by the end of halftime. Essentially, everybody kind of felt the game was already over. So it's not just because Kendrick.
First quarter.
We knew the game was over because they come back from 10 points down, but they'll be coming back from 24 points down. Like, they ain't built like that.
Yeah.
And they still had an offense they was getting used to. But Kendrick, dog. Kendrick, man.
You did that.
All right, this is my time because yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean? Because I got to talk on the Don, you know what I mean? We got to talk about the man of the year, as I mentioned last episode. Kendrick Duckworth Lamar. Is it Kendrick Lamar Duckworth? Which one is he?
It's Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Okay, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. I'm just going to say this. From my personal perspective, at my age, the generations I seen Michael Jackson perform. I seen Prince perform. I seen Beyonce perform. I seen Rihanna perform. I seen Dr. Dre's performance. I seen a lot of different performances. That's the best performance I've ever seen as a rapper, as a hip hop artist, as somebody that loves my culture, as somebody that tends to be proud of my blackness, as somebody that tends to be intellectual, as somebody that tends to like some messages in my music, as somebody that wants my daughters to grow up in a world where the music can bring them information like it brought me when I listened to Lauryn Hill, Miseducation. When I listened to LL Cool J, when I listened to all these different artists, Slick Rick, KRS-One, just early on being put on a hip hop, it was certain artists that they gave you information. Talib Kweli, Mos Def, Pharrell Munch, Nas, like all these different artists always gave you information, and it sounded dope when they did it. So now you got this new artist that's a conscious rapper, but he also gives you them joints that them artists couldn't give you. He gives you the bangers as well. So then you take somebody like that with an intellect of that kind and a brain, like, bro, as an artist, bro, I'm watching this performance, man, and I'm like, dog, I can't fathom me putting together, and I feel like I got a pretty explorative mind, but like I couldn't fathom putting that whole thing together, even with a team, bro. And then to cut your songs down, your biggest songs. And I know people complain about his song choice and his set list because everybody can relate to it. I speak on that in a second. But your songs, bro, like, as an artist, bro, like, you know, I did Porch Fest. And Porch Fest is the biggest show I think I've done. And that show is predominantly white. No offense to that community, and I loved it. You know what I'm saying? But the best thing about that show was I asked them early on when I opened up with a freestyle, and I said, can I take y'all on a journey? I said, can y'all walk with me? You know what I mean? Because I wanted them to walk through my sounds and hear as I grew as an artist. Because in order to appreciate my new music, I think you have to listen to my old music and see how far I've come. So when you perform for a new crowd, it's a kind of anxiety that you have, bro. Like, you kind of nervous because I don't know if they're going to accept it. I don't know if they're going to receive it. First of all, they white. I definitely don't know if they're going to like it. They might see a nigga rapping up here. Porch Fest didn't even tell them that we was rappers. So I'm thinking about, like, okay, Porch Fest, oh my bad. So the audience, Porch Fest in Jacksonville, Florida is one of the biggest festivals, if not the biggest festival we have in Jacksonville, Florida. What goes on is the city rents out this area in Jacksonville, the historic area called Springfield, and these patrons, they rent out their porches or allow performers to perform in their porches for an entire day, and 200,000 people from Jacksonville come through for free, enjoy food trucks, enjoy games, enjoy performances from local artists and other artists from around here, and it's free, and it's one of the biggest festivals we have, and it's an honor to perform there. So when I was chosen to perform performed there, it was like something new. But I equivalent that to Kendrick performing at the Super Bowl. Like, bro, like you don't know how audience is gonna respond, but you stay true to yourself as an artist. That is so hard, bro. Like you perform songs that he opened up with a freestyle that nobody's ever heard before. Well, it was a snippet, but nobody heard it before. Nobody knew the lyrics. So even me, I'm sitting there like, what is this nigga saying? Because the mic was kind of low. I will say that the mic was kind of low. That was one of my gripes about the performances, but that's about it. Like after they fixed the mic, it was up. But it was like, what is this? And then you see a car, and it's like 1 body, 2 body, 3 body, 4 body, and it's all these bodies coming out of the car, and I'm realizing, oh shit, they turned it into a prop. They got to be coming from a tunnel or something. Yeah. And it's like I'm just looking at all the bodies, and then you paying attention to the colors, and it's like, bro, it's like so many different things going on where it's like I feel like I'm watching a movie. Like this is not just a show. This is a production. This is a booming production of blackness, and that's what I've been begging for from Hollywood and media for years. We don't have that no more. Yeah, so I think that's why I'm so angry at the response of people that don't appreciate it. Because, bro, do you know how far we've come to even get these opportunities to even perform on a stage like that?
Facts.
Like, bro, to be unapologetically black in front of the biggest stage in the world. And matter of fact, let's mention the orange top nigga over there too. I'm giving America a middle finger right now while proclaiming, hey, I'm black and I'm proud. Like that's, and I'm off my box. You know what I'm saying? My bad for taking so long, but dog, like that jank, bro. I had goosebumps, bro. Yeah. But even before he got to Not Like Us, even the hints at Not Like Us, Samuel Jackson, and this is another thing I'm gonna say about the whole. This I'm gonna try to say this real quick. But the breakdown, right? People don't understand. It's so funny because people are responding to exactly how it's almost like this nigga's a real prophet. Because Samuel Jackson was sitting here telling him, no, don't perform that song, or you going too far this way, you going too far that way, right? You need to perform this song. And then when he did the SZA songs, it was safe. He was safe. He was okay. Yeah. Then when he went back to the nigga songs, it was Take a Life Away. That's exactly how y'all sound criticizing him. Oh, he should have performed this. He should have performed that. And it's like, damn, this nigga had Samuel Jackson playing y'all this whole time. And y'all don't even realize it. He was talking about y'all. And it's not white people. It's not just white people. It's black people and white people. Mm-hmm. But it's like crazy because I see white people in the same talking about how much they gain information from it. It's white people all down my Twitter talking about, I'm kind of glad I watched the Kendrick Lamar performance over and over and over again because it makes so much more sense to me. Yeah. And that's all I'm asking people to do. Like, stop judging art on your first intake of it. Cause dog, we work on albums for years and y'all go take something and within 30 days or 30 minutes, you done decided whether or not it's great or it's bad.
15 minutes later, it's
bro,
trash.
Come on, dog. We worked too hard for that. Nah. Like that man worked on that set list for how long? He put how many people in employment? How many black people got paid that day?
All I'm gonna say is that it was great. I love Kendrick, you know. I'm living on the
West Side.
Living on the West Coast, you know, I bought Kendrick all the time. So like,
you know, I claim West Coast because
I'm also a Drake fan too. You know what I'm saying? Shit. So I am a Drake fan as well. Like, so
I feel with Drake.
At the same time, like at some point, like this shit is played out. Like
he shot him out,
but it's an anthem, but it's played out.
Can I ask when did the beef start between them? Does anybody?
I can put you on. Okay,
I
don't want to hog the mic.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it now, but I just didn't know there was actually beef between.
Yeah, so essentially it started with early on, right? So Kendrick went on tour with Drake. Drake brung Kendrick on the Club Paradise tour. Because Drake had already kind of started making his name and Kendrick was still kind of underground. But everybody knew Kendrick was coming. Takes him on tour with him. They get to know each other. Drake puts him on the album. And then it's things that go on behind the scenes. But Kendrick is a competitive nigga. So then Control Verse comes out where he features on Big Sean's song. He disses J. Cole, Big Sean, Joy. He disses everybody and just in competition. Like, yeah, it's like me going to Wind Down Wednesday and telling all them niggas, y'all don't rap better than me. Which I do on a regular basis.
I was saying, didn't you do that?
I do that. Exactly. It's not like I'm trying to step on, but it's so Drake goes on to do an interview after that. Instead of responding in the record, everybody responded in the record. Fab, Joe Budden, King Los, all the real rappers responded in the record. Drake went on the radio and did an interview and said, yeah, man, it wasn't real energy because I seen him at an award show after that and it was all love. And, you know, it kind of showed me who he really was because blase. So Drake took that as like, he took it personal. Mm-hmm. He was the only one that took it personal. So then from there, apparently, this is the part that a lot of Drake fans don't admit to or they don't know. But he was blackballing him behind the scenes.
Kind of saying like,
He kept saying shit about him in the media and interviews and shit.
Like if you say something, if you say something, stand on it. You know what I'm saying?
Drake was saying that to Kendrick.
But it was some other stuff. It was other stuff. He was saying like it's cool. The little moment is cool, but he gonna have his little moment, but he'll never be the king or nothing like that. Like like and this happened multiple times. So then they be throwing shots at each other behind the scenes. Like you remember the record "Shit" by Future?
Yeah. Okay.
So he did a Drake did a remix and this Kendrick on it. So Kendrick came back. Was it Kendrick did Drake on "Shit" or was it the other way around?
No, you had it right. Yeah,
Okay,
Drake,
so
Drake.
basically they've been sending shots back and forth for years, and the main public don't know it.
Right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? But real hip hop fans, we know it, and we've been paying attention. And that's why we all that's why it all came to what it is now, because people know we've been waiting for this the whole time. It's always been like right there. It's always been, they this close, and then it doesn't happen.
Every time I get ready to kind of feel bad for Drake, I go back to drop.
Oh, that.
You can't be mad at how somebody responds.
And then drop the other record and say you're dead, and then and that's my thing, bro. It's like, dog, we love hip hop, bro. Like, stop trying to play me, especially me, bro. Stop trying to play me like I'm just a little Kendrick fan or this and that third. I love rap, bro, and y'all can't talk to me about rap because a lot of y'all can't rap better than me. That's facts. OGs, new Gs, I don't care. YNs, FNs, I don't give a fuck. Y'all can't rap better than me. Stop getting in my comments talking about and then, hold on, let me say this too. I didn't get my locks from Lil Wayne, gang. Like, I live in Duval, Florida, bro. Like, I don't need to get Lil Wayne influenced for my locks. Like, I live in Duval. Come on, man. Listen, and I only had locks for 2.5 years. Have you seen Wayne locks? Wayne locks don't look like this. They not like I got all my locks.
Don't be responding to these bots out
Look,
there.
no, because you see, you don't peep game. He don't know game, Trell. They only get love.
He's trying to fire them up.
Yeah. Come on, man.
He's stoking the fire.
Come on, man.
But to agree to the performance, it was definitely great. I think for me, like once again, because I'm an outsider,
right.
The last maybe performance I remember was probably the whole big Justin. What's his name?
With Justin and Janet.
That was
that's
like
the last one you saw?
Not the last one I saw, but that was like the biggest one talked about. And I'm sorry, but that's how far back I'm going.
Really?
Yeah. Now I've seen other ones.
You didn't see when Beyonce went viral for her?
I did, but it's Beyonce. Like we talk about her day to day. You know what I'm saying?
It went viral in a negative way.
Okay,
they didn't like the formation. They felt like it was.
I love Beyonce. I'm not nothing against you, Beyonce. I love you, but
hold on, let her cook.
No, I meant it went viral in a bad way.
Usher and Rihanna. See, I don't even remember that.
Hold on, don't interrupt her thoughts. Let her cook.
So I'm just saying, like, my last memory of the biggest performance was Justin Timberlake and Janet when a whole titty thing situation happened.
Right.
That was
you know what I'm saying?
decade ago.
But this performance, like, is now like stuck in here. Like, it's
one of those.
It's a memory. He was actually like painting a picture for us for real.
It was 153 million views.
But at the same time, it was kind of built up like for so long.
And that's what I'm saying. I didn't know. So
we've been knowing that this was coming for like how long? We've been knowing that he was gonna be performing at the Super Bowl.
About 5 months.
Well, I kept hearing it was a question about him performing that song.
That's a long time. So everybody
that song was in suspense.
And then that song is like an anthem, so everybody like drawn into it. So like everybody.
I didn't even care about the song for real. I knew he was gonna perform it, but I wasn't like that. Wasn't what I was looking forward to. I was looking forward to. I wanted to know where he was going.
I didn't know. Yeah, I thought he was going to sing that.
The presentation was everything.
It was everything.
So that
the whole game over at the end. Like
I want to ask you this because as a non-Dot fan, because they hear me talk, they know I'm a Dot fan, but I'm a hip hop fan overall. Like I think also if Joey Badass was as big as K Dot, they would act the same way because it's hip hop. They don't want a certain type of artist to be at the face of it. That's just the gist of it. But as somebody that's just recently been introduced to Kendrick and you're not familiar with all the songs, right? Because that's what I hear a lot of people complain about. So as somebody that wasn't like familiar with the songs, how did you feel watching him perform songs that you weren't familiar with? And how did you like take it in? Were you like, I don't really know these songs, so I don't really like it, or were you just like open to like receiving it?
I was open because it's him, and then it was like every song didn't sound bad. It was actually a nice song. Like it wasn't something I was
so
like, what did he say? How do I comprehend?
Were you listening?
Go ahead.
But were you listening to the song for the lyrics, or were you listening to it because of the performance?
I think all of it. The performance. I'm a beat person, so the beat.
You know, Gio can rap too.
The beat for me, the performance. To me, I kind of was shocked how he wasn't out of breath that whole time. Like, how are you able to just breathe and keep going and you walking? That's a full workout. Like he was really
Talk about
You know, so I don't know. It was a nice performance overall.
Listen.
He really got through it.
He got his little breaks here and there, but he managed that shit.
Especially when he broke it down with the girls. Yeah.
So I noticed that, right? So the breaks, and I do that as an artist too, right? So when you know you're gonna be performing that pace, right, and you know you're gonna be performing that fast and that many songs, it's a technique where you take out certain words that don't necessarily need to be said, and you catch your breath in those words, right?
Did he do that with his song?
He did it. And if you know the songs word for word, you was gonna pick up on it, and that's why I was kind of thrown off at first because he was taking words out. And they did that purposely, so that was all a part of the story.
What do you think the kiss was for? I don't get the kiss. They kissed, didn't they?
No, they didn't kiss.
That was fake. I saw a whole video of them kissing. Kendrick and her.
That must be an AI video.
It had to be. Let me see if I can find it.
They
for
got
y'all.
you. That's an AI video.
I was watching the whole time. I didn't see a kiss, but I literally saw a video of them kissing. Okay,
no, that's fake.
That was fake.
That's fake. You see how AI getting
good. People say that her singing was fake too, bro.
It wasn't fake. It was just pre-recorded.
It was just pre-recorded. It was
her voice.
I've been told y'all.
It could have been AI.
I've been told you. Don't you fit? I'm telling you, SZA is not voting.
They gave her a live mic like for 5 seconds a couple times.
And I felt she could have had one of those mics too.
But you gotta remember though, SZA, and they preparing for tour and everything.
But she can write, so I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
And then I ain't tripping, man. It's a performance in the Super Bowl. Like
she's out there dancing.
All I know is
she did her thing. I fuck with it.
All I know is the star of the show rap for 14 minutes. With no backtracking, no DJ, that's bro. That was insane, bro.
I love the fact that he didn't have a backtrack. I think that's dope because rap is hard to be performance. It really is. And I probably since MC Hammer, we don't really have a rapper that does choreo. And he wasn't up there doing too much either. It just looked good.
Yeah, man. I seen a graphic, bro. It was funny as hell. It said that Kendrick Lamar ran for more rushing yards than the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was like he ran for like 145 yards between going back and forth. But even that, bro, it was so
more than the Chiefs he meant,
bro. Like this is so detailed, bro, because there's so many layers to it, bro. You got the actual performance. That's just one layer where it's just like enjoy the music, enjoy a guy rapping on stage, and you see a set. Then you got the meaning where you got the game being played. Then you got the different sets of the controllers and different reasons for him and being in different spots. Then you got Samuel Jackson in the background every once in a while reminding you like, hey, I'm here too. Don't play with me, like, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the other. Yeah. So it was one thing that shout out to the Houston rapper Killer Calion. Used to be with Slim Thug and all of that. He's a legend down in Houston. He was talking about one of the symbols in the performance, and they talked about Kendrick doing it where he was on the light pole before, like just laying on the light pole. But there was a kid apparently that he was being chased by, I think, some white people, or I can't remember exactly what it was. So correct me if I'm wrong.
Y'all go fact check it.
He was being chased. He was being chased.
In the chat, so we be seeing y'all.
Yeah, he was being chased, and he had to climb the street pole to wait until the cops got there. It was a little black kid. He was like 15 years old. He had to climb the streat pole to wait until the cops got there, until help came, so he couldn't get attacked by whoever was chasing him.
Where was this?
I think I don't know. Killer Calion was talking about it, so it might have been in Texas. I don't know necessarily. I just know he was talking about it, and I didn't know that was. I thought that the guy on the light pole was just one of Kendrick things, because I think Kendrick
he did that and like that, with the Money Trees video with J Rock
too. That's what they say.
They've been saying
for years. I can't remember what it is.
Because the shadow on the ground, the shadow on the ground was the hanging man,
the hanging
and
man,
it was like death, but then rebirth and all of that stuff. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like you can't watch that performance. And I'm saying this to the people that didn't appreciate the music, bro. Look past the music for a second. Like, look past the music for a second. I know, Will.
And just look at the imagery.
But just watch the imagery and let the imagery, like, teach you. Like, let the imagery bring you in, because I see a lot of people that downplayed it. I had people text me literally, because, you know, I'm that person. So I got text messages literally saying, this trash. This is blase. Those same people, by next afternoon, because I screenshotted their message and sent it to them when they told me, hey, I done watched this joint 5 times, and, man, this joint's fire. And I screenshotted it. I was like, damn, this is just you. Like, this is just you yesterday. Like, you know what I mean? But it's like,
I was on Threads, and there was another angle of the performance when it was over, and it was basically when he was walking, once he came down from those stairs, that was a prison yard, and then it was the game. Once it was all highlighted, that was a prison yard, and outside of it was the frame of the joystick, that game that he had. So basically it was either play the game or this is where you end up. And I thought about it in a deeper sense. You do know when you go to prison, you lose your right to vote. And that's the one thing our ancestors fought for, our voice, who we put in power, who we put in place. That's what Selma was about. And so to remember that loophole, that's why how many African Americans, what's the percentage of African Americans being in prison? And you do realize you lose your right. You lose your right to speak. You lose your right to say who goes where. And I just thought that was very interesting, if that really was a prison yard outside of the game.
I wouldn't doubt it. Kendrick don't do nothing for no reason.
He's a very intellectual person. You know,
he is.
He's very thoughtful and put a lot of thought into his art.
So I got a hot take, and a very hot take, and you know I'm a whole fan to death, but I really believe like Kendrick has one more album, and I think if he drops, and I think it's guaranteed at this point, but to me Kendrick is like the greatest of all time, if not too far off of it.
I don't think so, because I don't think his music is universal. I don't think his music.
That sounds ridiculous when he's had the highest selling tour ever, and he literally just did what he did.
He has songs charting top 10 on Billboard, so that's
and why does that matter when you say the greatest rapper of all time? Why does numbers matter?
It does matter. If you want to put into all time.
Okay, so when you talk about numbers, he has the numbers, and he has the quality, and he has the awards. He got more Grammys than any artist that you gonna name. Except for Jay-Z.
I do want to go over his accolades really quick, just to put it in perspective for my uncle. 37 BET Awards, 22 Grammys, 11 MTV VMAs, 6 Billboard Music Awards, 4 AMAs, 3 albums on the Rolling Stones Greatest Albums of All Time list, 1 Brit Award, 1 Emmy, 1 Oscar, 2016 Time, 100 Most Influential People in the World, and my fave, his 2018 Pulitzer Prize in Music for Damn. This opportunity wasn't given, it was earned. So I just wanted to go down his resume.
Because a lot of people seem to realize, like, think that he didn't get what he got until Drake came around, or this beef came around, and that is asinine to me, because he was already dropping #1 albums before that. He was already big. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers up until Travis Scott Circus Maximus tour was the largest selling tour ever for a single selling act. Drake goes on tour, and Drake takes multiple people on tour with him. Not to discredit Drake's power, but it's different when you're doing a solo tour and you make the highest selling tour ever, and you go on a tour and you take the Migos and Travis Scott when they at their peak. It's a whole different thing.
And to piggyback, Kendrick is the first rapper to be able to sell out arenas. He's not doing stadium tours; these are arenas, and he's the first rapper to do so.
And I know people gonna say it's with SZA, but in the same sense, you got to give credit to TDE and that whole camp, because for SZA and Kendrick to be at the top, and I know Beyonce is there, but SZA, as far as R&B goes, I don't know who's the bigger name in R&B outside of SZA. I don't know who you name. It used to, I think that Summer had a good grasp for a little bit, but that was when SZA was chilling. SZA, when she drops, everything stops, and when she goes on tour, everything sells. And when she does a movie now, she sold a movie out and it went I don't know if it went #1, but it's definitely went. It did.
It got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not
only that, they shot it for $14 million and it's made $38. So she you know what I'm saying? So like TDE has the formula, Doechii is coming right up behind her. So it's like that's what I want people to understand. Like, we need to appreciate the art. Yes, we have other artists out there and there's other sounds out there. I got playlists full of everybody, bro. I got playlists full of dudes that's not lyricists. I got DDGs in my playlist. I got Gunners in my playlist. I got Thugs in my playlist. I got a lot of different dudes in my playlist. However, we need a healthy balance of that, and the K Dots, and the J Coles, and the Joey Badasses, and the Ray Vons, and the Reasons, and the Doechies. We need a healthy balance of that, because I think that would bring balance back to our community. Because you only got one image that runs around crazy, and I'm not trying to discredit no images. However, when you only have one thing to go off of and one thing that the kids can look at, that's the only thing they're gonna be inspired by. So Kendrick doing what he's doing right now and having this moment at the Super Bowl and the whole world watching it and then talking about it afterwards, his goal was accomplished, because they talking about it and his music went up and he's going #1 again. GNX is already announced to be #1. He now has 4 of the top 6 singles on the Billboard. Luther, Not Like Us is back at #1. Luther is #2. And I forgot the other 2. It don't even matter, because everything is good. And then that's the other thing y'all forgetting. Stop trying to discredit my dog for dropping great music. stop saying it's for everything but the fact it's great music, because it don't matter how much money a machine puts into something. If the music isn't great, it's not going to work. They've tried that before. They tried that many times. If the music isn't great, it does not work. You can't get away with putting the money behind somebody if the music isn't great. So they could put all the money behind Kendrick right now because he's going to make great music every single time. He has not failed us one time. So stop trying to discredit my dog for dropping great music while the rest of y'all favorites keep dropping mid.
Do you guys see Kendrick and Snoop Dogg on the same caliber? I'm asking because Snoop Dogg put out something stating like he feel like Kendrick Lamar, and not in a bad way, but he said he felt like he took that kind of
the reins.
Off of him and said like that's him now. But I've never.
Oh no, he gave that to him.
He gave that to him.
Yeah.
Well, he said he took it.
No. So and they gave it to him on stage.
Okay.
So I hate the fact I got.
When he
I'm like the nigga that know
when
everything.
When he uses the semantic took it, he mean like he took it and ran with it. Like he.
Not only that, he took it, but Snoop was saying respectfully like
But there was a moment 2013, 14. I think 2013, 14. Snoop Dogg, The Game, Dr. Dre, and all of them were all on the stage at one time after a Kendrick performance, and they basically handed him. And he cried on stage because it was basically like them handing him the keys. Okay. And when Snoop was talking about that, he was basically like, he was giving Kendrick. He loves Kendrick. Like he was watching. I don't know if y'all seen the video of him watching the performance.
Even though he sold out.
Yeah. If you watch the video, it's so funny because one of his homeboys was in the back while Snoop was watching. They was watching the performance. He said, "Fuck that nigga Donald Trump," and then the other nigga said, "Yeah, fuck that nigga Lil Wayne too. He a fucking weirdo." And I'm looking at Snoop, and Snoop just kind of like. But yeah, so basically the West Coast, the way the West Coast work, there's still value in hip hop, and that's where it's getting mistaken. Like people still hold morals in hip hop. There's still people that still hold hip hop at a certain value to where you motherfuckers is stepping on the work. So people still protect it. Snoop is one of those people. So with Kendrick doing what he did, a lot of those older artists, if you go look up Google right now, 90% of those older artists are all saying they love Kendrick and what he did.
Nah, facts.
All of them are saying they love Kendrick and what he did. LL Cool J, Ice-T, Ice Cube, all of the legends are saying the same thing. Nah, Kendrick did what he was supposed to do. This is part of rap. This is what hip hop is. And that other shit we don't recognize. And everybody else also recognizes that Not Like Us is not just about Drake. Not Like Us is to the culture, and people that don't recognize our culture and don't understand our culture. And you can say, "Oh, what's the culture?" You ain't got to say what's the culture if you know who you are. We know what we are. We ain't got to tell y'all what we are. We the culture. Y'all know this. That's all I got to say on Dot, man. I don't know if anybody else got to say anything to say, but
no, that was beautiful.
No, that was
let's talk about something else where I ain't got to be the one to talk about.
Well, I did really quick want to go into the fact that Lettucey, because
it's never really quick.
If you don't combat me, it is.
Oh, all right.
Lettucey did sing the Negro. Lettucey did sing the Negro spiritual, and I'm mad people keep forgetting that because she sung her ass off.
They was mad at
lift
that
every fucking voice.
Oh, that was cold. I ain't gonna.
They was mad at which lifting every lift every voice and sing was
pre-show.
That is a Jacksonville song.
They put that as pre-show because the game started at 6:30.
It's the Negro.
She got up there.
No, that song was written here. For the record, let's put this out. Jacksonville. That's a Jacksonville song. That song was written here.
Was that the song that they say Donald Trump wanted them not to sing?
Correct. Correct. Lift every voice and sing was written here.
Like before the game even started, like 30 minutes before the game even started.
I think I saw it. Yeah. I didn't know the song.
That's Black History for y'all, Duval County, baby.
Oh, another Black History. Shannon Sharp and his brother are the first and
only.
What is it? What happened?
What exactly? I don't know yet. It's preemptive, but that was a lot of suspense.
He got Tourette's.
It's a good thing though. But him and his brother are the only brothers to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. So not the Mannings.
Oh yeah, cold.
That was such a beautiful video to watch, bro.
Yeah.
That video kind of put tears in my eyes. I ain't gonna hold you because you know how long Shannon Sharp has been fighting for his brother.
Because I know you don't know, Gio.
Yeah, I was going to say, break it down to me. What happened?
Okay, so Shannon Sharp, you know Uncle Shay Shay, right? You know Shannon Sharp, the big tall dude that be doing all the interviews.
Okay,
yeah.
yes.
So Shannon Sharp, right? He's a Hall of Fame NFL player. I know people don't know that because he's now a personality.
That about him.
Right, Hall of Fame football player. But he always says it, and even in his Hall of Fame speech, he says it makes him sad because he got to be the only Hall of Famer in the Hall where his family member was better than him and not in the Hall of Fame. Because his brother had a neck injury, I think after 8 years of being in the league, his brother was cold. Like cold.
Yeah.
But the neck injury basically had to retire early, but he broke records and did what he did before he retired. But he finally made the Hall of Fame. So they showed the video of his wife letting Shannon Sharp in the house, and Shannon Sharp is waiting in the basement. His brother comes home, walks up to the door. His wife tell him they waiting downstairs. He still doesn't know. He has no clue. He get downstairs and Shannon wearing his Hall of Fame jacket, and then he looking like, what's going on? And he see the cameraman. He like, what? And Shannon Sharp says, we did it, or something like that. And then he's like, what we talking about? And then it's just that moment of like, and then like just as a black man to like see this proud moment between black men, because they act like we can't be vulnerable, and to see that moment and two strong masculine men play one of the roughest sports in the world have a moment of being soft with each other and just embracing each other, and him being super proud for his brother. You know what I mean? Like not for himself, like. He's so proud for his brother.
He said before, because when Shannon Sharp went to the Hall of Fame, when he was there, he said that's the only time. His older brother said that's the only time I ever cried was watch you go to the Hall of Fame.
Aww.
And then it was on the other side. This brother said this is the only time I ever cried going to see you go to the Hall of Fame. So it was a beautiful moment seeing black love all around. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, you know, they grew up the way they grew up.
And this was caught on camera.
Yeah.
I sent it to the chat.
Go see it, go look at it, and also go look at their story too. They got a nice story too. So and to see them both going to the Hall of Fame before the Manning brothers,
they grew up with nothing, girl, so like in a Shaq type.
I don't want to make it a comparison.
Yeah.
It ain't a comparison,
because they was both too great. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like Serena Williams and her sister.
Very much, yeah.
That's very equivalent.
Yeah,
I think it ain't equivalent.
Eli ain't nowhere near on the same level.
No, she was talking about Shannon and
the way they grew up, like rags to riches.
For sure. That's a great comparison.
Yeah,
that's fire. Look at Gio. Hey, I want y'all to give Gio credit because Gio has been on point today.
I told myself moving forward, I'm gonna ask questions because I'm in my own lane so much that I'm not even concerned about what
goes on.
Hello, I'm just saying, and be honest. Yeah. I love those people.
Point their hands at me.
No, I'm saying like y'all talking about, you know.
She the one that be in the slow lane. Like, get your ass over.
That is me.
Like, what are you doing? I'm being la la land.
Gotta get to the house.
I want to ask how everybody's feeling today. I know we got the list and everything, but like, we ain't getting into our intros because somebody had to pop off. How y'all feeling today?
I said hello.
How you feeling, Trey?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? Everything's good, you know. Roses, daisies.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, Valentine's Day roses and daisies.
I'm chilling, man, you know. Like, look, you trying to rub it in? I got no Valentine.
None of us do, apparently.
It's okay though.
Y'all can be Valentine's.
Take yourself out on a date. I'm trying to tell you, steak tastes better when you're alone anyway. I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna hold you.
You know,
Gio, how
we could have just sung "Living Single" over song.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I don't want to get deep into
I love the smile.
My life, but
exactly. You know,
I'm doing great.
She's gonna you shining, yo. I just want to give you your flowers. I feel like I want to give you your flowers. Yeah, I feel you, but that doesn't take. All right, let's have this conversation. What you're going through doesn't take away your beauty. How you go about it is what takes away your beauty. So,
not facts.
Yes,
hey,
like
you don't have to look like what you're going through.
There you go.
That's
like I've shed many tears and went back out and he know. Yeah. Like I listen. I don't care. I seen a post right. It said, "Where all these men shed tears now. Where the niggas with guns?" And I retweeted. And I was like, "Wow, I shed tears and I got guns. So what you trying to say? Like, I do both. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like I'm really, you know what I'm saying, open with myself. So it's like you can't allow, like, you know what I mean? Like,
and my mom always said, look your best no matter where you're going or what you're doing. So I get it.
Yeah, so you've been cooking, like, you be on set, be prepared. You've been cooking on set. You be prepared for the pod. You've been adding a lot of value with the questions that you. I just want to take this moment to give you some flowers because you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gio, you know what I mean? Shout out to Gigi. Shout out to you. You've been cooking. Jess, you as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Jess. You know what I'm saying?
I tried to get it right. I promise you.
Get it right. What?
He tried to get
Giovanni
Valiente.
Valentine's Day. For Valentine's Day.
Valiente. You know what? When I was in Spanish class,
Valiente.
I could not say nosotros. I still can't say it.
Nosotros.
Because
The we.
that
Nosotros. You can't say
Because
vosotros.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't know what you trying to
Right,
say.
I was like,
what?
Can you say they?
Nosotros.
Can you say they? Can you say the they one?
Spanish
No,
corner.
so
you need to
hey,
do
my Spanish people that come watch the pod. Hey, y'all help me out being the cop. Hey, nosotros.
Nosotros.
We.
Roll that tongue.
Right. Nosotros.
There you go.
Yo,
Hey, Duolingo, holla at us. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Holla at us. Hey, did y'all see
we need the
Duolingo
code.
post? Duolingo post was it was teaching kids how to say A minor with their little Duolingo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Duolingo,
that
they
was on
social
the
media team is on point.
I was on the
they're going
airport.
crazy.
They got me holding the microphone over here like a news anchor and stuff.
Just take my-
Back to you guys.
What's
yo.
What's next?
and
Yeah.
back to you, Larry.
are we gonna talk about KD hitting 30K?
Yeah, congrats to
Oh,
KD,
yeah.
man.
Congratulations to
30,000
Kevin Durant, 30,000 points, man.
Rare.
Is Kevin Durant gonna end up top 5
30,000
scorers of all time?
What?
I don't know. He needs about 30,000 more points.
Well.
to
Is
get
it
to
30?
to get to number 5.
Damn, Trail on screen right now, so I can't tell him to look it up. But
Yeah.
He
He
was
still.
you sure?
Stuck in
That's because that would be
ain't nobody,
60K.
ain't nobody looking for me, man.
I don't think. I think Kobe is at 45.
LeBron is at 40,000.
Yeah, it's not. It ain't that long.
Now, when y'all say 30,000 points,
Yes.
break it down for me because I know you can't make 30,000 points in a game. So
Right.
I'm
So
lost.
every game. So KD's average for his career is probably like 27.9, right? And you put that in the scale, right? Kobe probably averaged 26 points for his career. Michael Jordan probably averaged 27.
Oh, this is like a career. This is not just
Yeah,
Right.
so,
break that.
right.
and Kevin
30,000 in a
Kevin Durant has been
yes,
playing
he
for
needs
probably like
30,000 more
15
before he
seasons.
retires to
15
break that
seasons,
record.
82 games. He
Yep.
probably plays like an average of 67 games a year.
Got you. So accumulated.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
And so
He might
he's
can catch
in,
Dirk for 6.
He's in rare history.
He
So
can catch Dirk for 6 probably.
and he's still playing. He's still at the top of his
What he
game.
need about what? About
1,100.
1,100 more.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
next season.
Yeah.
So he breaking Dirk record next season.
Or 1,500. So he had
Still next season because
Yeah, that's what I'm
he
saying.
gonna get like another 800 for the rest of the season. He get like 1,600 a season now.
Oh, I want to give a podcast shout out. When I was doing all of the sports commentator, looking it all up for my Eagles, I came across the Gil Arena podcast. Gil, you suck, but there's this guy on there. He's funny as shit because he be going toe to toe.
with the crown.
Gillis Arena, what is his name?
Gil's Arena is
Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert. Oh well,
Shout
they
out.
call it the podcast is just
It's
Gil's.
Gil's Arena.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Gil's Arena.
She
So,
had it right.
I know I did. I've been on that shit. But either way,
That's
shout out to them.
That's a
You don't
terrible
like it?
pod to go off
He's
on.
horrible.
Hey,
He's
you're gonna have some-
horrible.
you're-
But there's this
Hey,
guy
they
on there.
hot
He
take
was an
us, man.
Eagles fan, so that's what
Hey,
made me watch
so
it. Because like
letting
I
y'all
said,
know
I was
now.
watching it while I was watching my Eagles stuff, and he is hilarious because he'll go toe to toe with Gil. He'd be like, "Bro, everything that comes out your mouth is a lie," and it was
You
like,
talking about
"No,
Gil?
really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, no, I don't like him. I don't
I
like
thought you talking
him.
about Gilbert Arenas.
No, all of them
Yes,
on
that's what I'm
there.
saying. Yeah.
I see right now when she come in here with these takes, I know where she got them from. Cause woo,
I ain't get shit from nothing. I'm talking about my team. I'm passionate. That's
well, I ain't
something
talking about
different.
that take. That's different, but
Oh,
that's
so then-
that's not a good
You start
podcast.
getting
Well,
some
I
crazy
just started
NBA
watching them
takes we know- we
tomorrow,
already
yesterday,
know.
so I don't know what you're referring
You
to.
should watch like Jeff Teague and them.
I watch what I like.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
520. shout out 520.
that's some that's bad info right there.
No, I watch what I like.
No,
But
yeah.
either way, yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to them because they were funny as heck, and I really like the guy that they have narrating who kind of keeps things together.
Josiah
like he
Johnson.
is, yeah, he's a cool guy. I like how he's smooth with it too. He's like, all right, and yeah, he's fun. I like him, and they got like a real production. They got people in the background bringing drinks and stuff. It's just real cool over there. I just thought it was a real funky
like this
setup.
feels real shady,
It's better
man.
than
Wait a minute. I need some
Nightcap.
drinks
Like
now.
Nightcap is just like them remotely. Chad is his spot, Shannon at his spot. So to see them all
Well,
in
they're
one
all
space
different.
and
They're all different types of productions.
well, obviously,
Because Gil's Arena has the same thing too, where he does.
it's not to negate that I like it more.
No, I'm
whether
just
they're
saying.
doing a
Like,
remote
I'm just
setup or
saying
not.
you was comparing, but I'm saying
I'm not comparing.
Gil
I
has
like
the
that
same,
platform better because they're in the pivot the same way. I like people who are in the same room. I like platforms where they're all in the same room giving their perspectives. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that. I'm simply saying that there are multiple different podcast productions. So Shannon Sharp has that one, but he also has Nightcap, and Gil's Arena has that Gil's Arena, but he also has the Gil's where he does his own pod on video as well. That's all I was saying. I'm not
I
saying
was just
like,
comparing it to that specifically, just him and Chad when they do their part. I wasn't talking about
Nightcap?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that specifically. When I said Nightcap, that's what I was meaning by the Nightcap.
yeah, I get what I mean. What?
Here you are.
Is the Chiefs? You think the Chiefs aren't gonna be over though?
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Man.
Nah, it's not over. You can't say that.
Kelsey, you think
Nah,
Travis
bro.
Kelce gonna retire?
Nah, he done.
He not gonna retire.
What you
but-
mean? That was the Great White Hope. What the Eagles did, and I don't know why y'all not seeing the lasting effects of this, but again, I'll just be writing
Late
in next
Travis
year.
is over.
They just proved that they broke the shield. Like every team is finna be coming for them. Like, what do you mean they're finna beef up on defense and they're
That's
really
what I'm
about to
saying.
get
That's
like it's not just the Eagles. I'm saying about to be attacking them. Everybody's finna feel like they smell the blood. The blood is in the water. They're coming for it. What do you mean?
You think Travis Kelce gonna retire?
No, he's not. I was watching him and his brother today. That nigga was doing everything but crying. I was like, you're a pussy. Your brother did this 2 years ago and he wasn't acting like this. But that's why one's an Eagles and the other's a Chief.
I don't know if you saw them plays, bro. Like it was a lot of plays he gave up 2 seconds after the snap, bro. No block. Like he
Not
arms
even.
down.
I was seeing some tapes on that, bro. I was
bro.
like,
He just
dang,
arms
like,
down. I'm like,
Travis
yeah.
Kelce really just gave
He said those
up,
were
bro.
gave
tiny,
up, bro.
tiny mistakes, sir.
Nah, it was game time.
You were at the Super Bowl.
He was at the, it was one video I said he was at the line of scrimmage and they hiked the ball and he was still in the stands.
Still in the stands.
And they already going on with the play. I'm like, dude, this dude just out of it.
He's over there trying to start fights and stuff.
Yeah, he's
push back to
bumping
Davis is like,
Yeah.
dude.
Hey, CJ said.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here.
I'm getting out of here.
Nah, foul me, do it. Or foul yourself, rather.
That one hit that Patrick Mahomes took was crazy though. He got the ball.
Carter
straight.
and took that face.
That's the play. He just walking around. Kelsey walking around the background.
Yeah.
Bro, I just thought it was funny seeing.
Like Pop Warner, bro. Like,
I just thought it was funny seeing Pat run like a little kid, dog.
Man, he was just tiptoeing around, prancing like a
dog.
little deer. Like, man,
It was like it was 2 seconds after the snap, like bro, like he wasn't even getting enough time to really set. It was 2 seconds after the snap, they was in his face.
man,
Which way did he go? Which way did he go?
Where you go, bro? It was
4-man rush, bro.
that's all.
Are the Eagles gonna go get somebody new? Do they need to add players into the fold?
No,
I don't think so. We're just gonna
'cause
recruit the free agents we have.
They don't need nobody. They top 4. They defense. Their cornerbacks.
No,
their
we have
linebackers,
to
they
get Bond
safeties.
back. Bond is one of the free
He ain't
agents,
going
and there's
nowhere.
quite a few.
Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying.
he
We're
built
getting
his
them.
name
We're not
there.
getting new people. I'm just saying we got to get
That's
some
what
people
I'm
back.
saying,
Yeah.
like, and then
And we're getting a new offensive
Then
coordinator.
you just got Saquon Barkley.
Yeah,
He just signed a
Kellen
contract.
Moore's gone.
Kellen Moore.
Like,
I mean,
everybody got his contract.
Mm-hmm.
AJ Brown. Like everybody is gonna be there for the next like 2-3 years.
Yeah, we got young boys. Yeah, they're signed
they
in.
got a
But
nice little run. But do you hear that bullshit that Dak Prescott said? Talk about we're gonna beat them.
I
Tell
saw
me we're
that,
very
bro.
close. Close to what?
I was like, Dak's
an
bugging,
idea
bro.
of maybe trying to win
That
something.
was a
What the
sad score.
And them
Girl.
Cowboys.
Cowboy
man.
fans.
I
man.
actually watched Skip Bayless today because he was talking shit about it, and I was like,
Dak
yes.
Prescott wish he could be like the cool light skinned guy like Jalen Hurts. You wish you could be Jalen Hurts,
Hey,
dog.
he practicing right now with the
You
hat.
just
not as good as
overpaid.
Jalen Hurts, bro.
Just
You not-
overpaid.
I never seen a dude in 2025 dressed like he in the 90s movie and do it so smoothly, bro. He be doing interviews, dog, and I watched it, bro. I never really watched him like that before. I didn't realize how country he was and that he had locks and all that. And I'm watching him talk, bro, and they was like, you know, what kind of music do you like? He's like, yeah, I like listening to Frankie Beverly and Maze, you know, Lil Aretha Franklin,
It's from Bama.
Lil Jada Youngin. And I'm like,
He a country boy, man.
Right.
I'm like, this nigga cool as hell. He real smooth.
His parents are older.
This nigga
too.
smooth as
Country
hell.
boy, man.
Then I
Yeah.
find out he was a, what is it, Q? He was one of them.
He is.
He was a
He
Q.
is.
It's coming together.
He is.
I just
bro.
I like the way he presents himself. He speaks very like he's even when they lose, he kind of I seen a GIF a meme
robot.
and it was like
He is not
it was
a
the same
robot.
face for all the faces. It was the same face, angry, same straight face, amused, same straight
Mm-hmm.
face. All of them until the championship, and he had a smile.
It's
He
sad,
says if you
bro.
pray, you don't have to worry. So he just doesn't. He
It
just
was
takes
another
day by
picture
day.
of him walking past the TVs in the lobby, and the TV showed that all the analysis had picked Kansas City to win.
Yeah.
And, see,
And he went like
Bet.
Oh
this.
yeah, I saw him. He looked at it. He was like,
Even Gorilla betted money on it, so I know.
Glorilla did, but she bet 120 and lost.
128,000.
Hold on.
So somebody anybody tell
I
her,
know.
girl, you ain't see those niggas on that
Who
side.
told you to bet though? That's what I'm trying
You
to
ain't see
figure out.
those niggas on
Who
that
told you to
side.
bet?
why even do it?
Why even do it?
what you doing?
Not that much.
Yeah.
I would have 50,000,
Hey,
but not
people
that
went
much.
with their best
Or
bet.
ten.
It was okay. It was okay.
Glow,
I know.
Glow,
gonna have to.
you heard Meek Mill intro and you thought to go against that? What?
She's
Yeah,
gonna have
what?
to.
What?
Hey, and her ass been working out too, man. Getting that.
Right, she looks nice.
Trying to get that win right for that tour.
Yeah,
I was
she
like,
don't look like she
all
be the
right.
gorilla no more. She look like a nice, yeah.
She grown. She stepping into her grown womanhood right,
Right.
now.
What? What she say?
Eating
She
good,
18.
eating good. Like that.
Eating her rice and cabbage, huh?
Yeah, eating good.
So I'm gonna be mad if y'all didn't, cause
I'm weak as hell.
Go ahead and get mad.
Did y'all watch the Unrivaled video I put in the chat?
Yeah.
He's lying, bro. I'm so mad.
Hey, why did you just?
I'm gonna just come back to this conversation.
That was
I ain't gonna lie, like I feel like the women deserve like a real conversation, and I really wanted to talk about it because like, dog, the tournament is fire. Nah, bro, we ain't.
Collier, bro, Skylar Diggins, bro, they been balling, bro.
Well, she's not.
And then
She's out of the tournament.
Skylar Diggins?
Yes.
She is.
She lost.
She's what?
She did.
She lost.
She did lose.
She lost to Enrique.
But she was in the tournament.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah,
was.
She was doing pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
Of course, she was in the tournament. And it's
I
only
think
a
it's
certain
gonna
amount of
be
players
down
in the
to
league
Edwards
anyway.
and Collier.
Oh, was it? It's
That's who
over?
my bet is on.
No, it's
Y'all
the
can
final
take
four.
mine.
Who?
Oh.
Nafisa.
Edwards and Collier. Yes.
Nafisa is the best player in the
Nafisa Collier
tournament. She's
and
not Kobe.
Alicia Edwards.
Who the girl that breathed beyond the steward ass?
Oh, see, I
That's
don't know.
Aaliyah Edwards.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad.
That's
The one I'm
Aaliyah
talking about, the one that's gonna be
Yeah,
down
that's what we
to.
talking about. So Aaliyah Edwards
Yeah,
surprised. She. Now I don't think she surprised like against Stewie. To me, I kind of knew she was gonna be Stewie, but the rest of the tournament, she's been like smoking. But
I always look at people. I know you don't like to think about it, but I always look at people individually, and I think it's easier when they're in NBA to see how.
it's two different things, Jess. It's gotta add
Well, I guess,
context. This is a one-on-one tournament.
That's how you perceive it. I'm telling you, me, and that's why I said I know that's not how you. That's why I'm speaking. So yeah, for me, I'm able to see people's agility just by themselves. So for me, I'm betting on Aaliyah because I've seen her play with her teammates, but I've also seen her had to play defense one-on-one, and that bitch be getting around, motherfucker. So her beating Stewie does not surprise me, and I think it's gonna be down to her and Collier, and that's my bet.
I do want to say I don't think it's necessarily so much that she stopped Stewie because Stewie just missed like shots that she would normally hit.
You lose or you lose. I don't know how many definitions there is to losing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't want to say like she just like.
It's always context behind it.
Yeah, it's context too. I get your takes, Jess, but
Always gray areas.
It's always context to.
I don't even play sports,
But nonetheless, shout out
just-
to the Final Four, Enrique. I want to say it right, Ogunbowale.
I can't never say it, bro. I'm glad you did that.
Ogunbowale.
That's
my dog, too,
You
man.
got
I can't say
Nafisa
it.
Collier,
Just sound it out.
who's also one of the co-owners of the league. You got
I ain't know that.
one of the surprises is Azura Stevens. She was kind of. It's shocking to see her in there. No disrespect to her, but then Aaliyah Edwards. Gio, these women.
That's what I'm saying.
I really want you to watch the video
She top
because
tier.
I know you don't
She's going
watch
to
basketball on a
Aces.
regular basis, but
Right.
watching that video, just watch the video because
These three women right here.
yeah, no, it's not just them.
Oh.
It's the highlights for the whole for the tournament.
Gotcha.
For that this past week.
Hey, but
Nafisa
Collier, she's so cold.
She's
That's
Kobe.
what I'm-
And
She's
this is
Kobe, bro.
professional or
I'm
college?
saying it's gonna
like-
be down
They're
to those
professional
two.
players.
And she
I
coming
this-
for blood because she don't like how that shit ended last year because she feel like they cheated her in the championship.
Yeah,
I saw that.
They did.
So
they did.
she coming like
they
she.
did.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be down to those two.
She
I
acts
know.
like there's nobody better than her in the league.
So let me put people on real quick,
Edwards and
including
Collier.
Gio. Unrivaled is the women's league owned by women that play in the WNBA. Because they can't get money in the States like that, they often would go overseas during the off season to play.
Okay.
But they would have to leave their families and risk, all these different things. Brianna Stewart, Stewie, Nafisa Collier, and is Asia Wilson one of the owners too?
Mm-hmm.
Asia Wilson, they own this league. It's a 3-on-3 league. However, they have a 1v1 tournament where the winner can win $200,000, and the teammates of that winner, they also get $10,000 as well. Also, once you make it to like everybody right now already won $25,000. It's 4 people left in the tournament. It started off with 64 players.
Oh wow.
And 1-on-1 going to 11. And there are fouls and everything, but like watching it as a basketball player, it makes me want to get back on the court because it's like it's different than men, right? Men be trying to be pretty. Men try to be pretty. Men try to like do too much nowadays. Anyway,
try to be pretty?
like they
yeah,
try to.
man,
It's all a show now. And women,
I'm telling you, Gio,
if they
you
don't
like
get those
WNBA.
first couple of moves off on you, it's like
much better.
They try to run through you. It's fouling, and the referee's not calling it. And it's like that's basketball. Like they not bailing nobody out, and it's like that's basketball. And then the women, most of the time, they don't even complain. They know it, and they just go back and play defense. And it's like that's how it should be.
You get a few hot heads in there every once in a while.
Angel
But
Reese getting kicked
that
out.
just goes back to show like a
Angel Reese
couple
definitely got
episodes ago when we was talking about Caitlin Clark and how she elected not to do the 3-point contest because she's trying to draw more attention to the WNBA.
She also elected not to be in
Right.
the league too. Not to be unrivaled. She elected
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Right.
Because she would have got smoked in that one-on-one. She would have got smoked in one-on-one.
She know it too.
Yeah,
She would have got smoked. And I love Caitlin Clark. She would have got smoked one-on-one though.
It is what it is.
So yeah, so they just trying to get more
Shit.
revenue back into the WNBA. So this unrivaled thing is just another way.
It's important. It's
smart way.
important
Smart
because
way.
it's the WNBA was started 20 plus years ago, and as all leagues, professional leagues, it takes them years before they actually make their money back. Thank God for Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and what they brought to the NBA and all these new players and the energy that they brought.
For sure.
Because now the growth for the WNBA is happening a lot faster. With that growth and interest in the league, the players were able to go start another league, which now LeBron partner Maverick Carter is now they're starting an overseas league similar to this one. But it's all about player empowerment and players now controlling. You know, these women don't got to go overseas to try to go get no check. They can stay here, stay in the States with their families, get a good bag, make some real money, because when they get in the off season, these women, a lot of people don't understand. The average paycheck for a WNBA player is less than like 90,000. It's like 80,000, less
From
than
men?
that. For women.
I'm saying like less from men of what they make.
No.
Oh.
Like 80,000 a year. Like
Oh, only 80,000.
yes,
That's
like,
not what's
like
up.
all the women players don't make. It's if you the best player, you get money. Next, but you get money, but it doesn't trickle down.
But,
And it's not nobody's fault.
No, it's not their fault because you got to take into account viewership. Their season is short.
It's not their fault or anything. It's not.
Size is only 18 teams.
It's only,
but it's growing now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I blame that on marketing, but I'll digress.
Nah, it's not even marketing because the NBA spent a lot of money on the W. It's just that it just takes time to build a league. The NFL literally didn't make their money back until 60 years back. I mean, 60 years into their opening. The NFL finally started to make their money back. So
let me ask
it's
you,
just how it works.
if it doesn't have anything to do with marketing, why are we seeing so much about the Juju Watkins and people in college? Like, if there was never a audience for it, why are we?
Now because it's on
We
social
had that
media.
before,
Well,
too,
they've
though.
opened the door, but I'm
That's
saying
not new, though.
because
It's not-
I've heard of Lisa Leslie when I was a JIT.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying.
we've been wanting
Right.
to hear about WNBA.
Right.
They just were not marketing it.
No, that's
'Cause
not.
I would still hear about her.
That's
in
not
shows
true because we had Candace Parker, we had Asia Wilson. We
That's what I'm saying. We had great people, but why wasn't it marketed? Like,
They
what do
were.
you mean? No, what I'm saying is, like, not LeBron
Like,
James,
was
Michael
like
Jordan
on
was in
prime
Space
time.
Jams.
They were
You
marketed,
understand?
bro.
They put basketball players in
What,
Disney
the
movies.
NBA lost $25 million
How do
every year
you
marketing
get a
WNBA.
marketing budget? You get a marketing budget from filling up your stands and filling up your arenas.
Yeah.
Then you get money to put that towards your marketing. Then you can be able to
But
advertise
wasn't the
that.
NBA created before the WNBA?
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
and
Okay,
the NBA
so
was
if you
losing
knew
money
that you were
putting
going to
it
make a
into the
sub
WNBA every year.
right? If you knew you were going to make a sub entity, such a thing as the WNBA,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you already think to have a marketing as opposed to
did.
just
They did. They put it on the map.
They
But
did.
They didn't. They knew they weren't doing enough. They knew they weren't.
No,
And-
that's not how business works though. Like, you can't.
Is there a female draft or no?
No, they have
have all that?
so the WNBA is a real league. It's been going on
Okay,
for years, but
okay.
They play in college.
this is where people get confused at. All right, it's a business as well, right? The NBA has not made money off the WNBA since its inception, but they continue to put money in it. They've been risking that money, and that's a part of the marketing. We put the money into
putting the money in. We gotta
Like
get a
you're
return.
you
But
you
you
have.
don't even
so
know where
it's
they putting the
this.
money
Hold on,
at to
let's
say
break it
that.
down. Hold on, let's break it down. We gotta break it down.
Where are they
real-
putting the money at?
What do you mean? The team, the facility, the training facility, all
What do you
all
mean?
that
They don't even
costs.
get private. What?
Because
the
that
players
costs.
have
That's
even
the point.
complained about
That
it.
costs.
What-
That costs money. They don't have a TV
It's not-
deal. The NBA has an ESPN deal worth $2 billion.
So then, why have they been? Why have they been? Lisa Leslie has been talking about so where does the money go? If the players aren't seeing the
They
money,
don't
if
have.
the gyms aren't
They
seeing the
haven't
money,
had the money
where
because they
was
haven't
it?
had the eyes. That's what we're trying to tell you.
They haven't had
You
the
have to.
eyes.
But
You,
you're
you're
saying
going
they
off a
put money
personal
into
basis.
it.
So the,
Okay, so let me break this down as a business, right?
Right.
So, say right, you have a business that you want me to invest in, right? And you tell me, hey, the return of investment, you give me $5 million, and in 10 years, I'm gonna give you $50 million, right? But the 10 years is up, and instead of you giving me $50 million, you're actually $30 million in the hole. But in order for you to give me that money back, I have to keep putting money into you in order to get that money back. Which just brings us now to all the money that they spent on marketing and everything. Boom, Angel Reese,
sales.
Caitlin Clark.
Well, I don't understand
give
that
me-
analogy because Gio, you're not asking for money. The WNBA was created by the NBA, so it was created by them. It wasn't like somebody came with the idea of the WNBA and they were like, let's throw money at
start
that.
it, yeah.
So one, that's two. If that is the case, when the WNBA said, hey, we'll pay for our own charter jets, why would they deny it?
They don't have the money to pay for their own private jets. That's the whole thing.
That's what the players, they're getting sponsorships elsewhere. That's why Angel Reese has a podcast.
They don't have the money.
They said they would do it themselves. That's what I'm saying. Why stop them then? If they say they'll come out of their pocket and do it themselves, why stop them?
You have a players union. So if this player is getting flown out, this team is getting flown out, this team needs to get flown out too. But if I say yes to this team just getting flown out by themselves, that team now needs to get flown out, and they don't have the money or the capital to get flown out.
Again, that's an excuse. That's just how I see it.
That's how business works. You just gonna lose money because nobody in the world is gonna put $100 million in something other than the NBA is literally the NBA is the only reason that the WNBA is alive. That's what you're missing that. You're trying to blame the NBA when the NBA is the only reason the WNBA is alive.
People always make excuses for capitalism, but then if I
what is capitalism?
That is what you're saying. It's
How
a business. That is not a business.
They have a job because of NBA.
The NBA throw money at shit every fucking day. What do you mean?
In order for it to maintain,
damn well they could put money to marketing those women just like they're doing it now.
What are you talking about? They lose money every time. Every season the WNBA has existed, they've lost $30 million.
That's because they're not marketing it. They're putting money in it.
They're losing money by putting money in the marketing that's not getting them nothing back. What are we talking about?
This is
business talk. This ain't personal talk. This is business talk.
So you're telling me if I come to you
like what?
And I say, Jess, I want to let me borrow $5,000 for like a year, and I get that back to you. But no, hold up, that year up. Hey, let me get another $5,000.
Who's the one asking for the $5,000? The WNBA? You're saying
yes,
for the $5,000?
It's a business.
That's their business.
I know that they're their own business, but they literally have to do things in house because they know that the NBA is not helping them. So what
that's not true. The NBA literally gives them money to survive every
single $5,000. That's a help.
So when they get their own sponsorships, what do you think they're having to do that for? I'm confused.
They're getting their own sponsorships because of the NBA. Like, what are we talking about? What? NBA is the parent company. The NBA is doing everything they can to make the WNBA succeed.
But they're not marketing them. They're marketing. The women had to come out there and do their own shit to be marketable. They had to show they were marketable.
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
It wasn't until Caitlin Clark got over there and started bowling that y'all realized
that's not
the
true.
WNBA.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's just when you started paying.
Exactly.
I literally started the conversation with Lisa Leslie was balling way back then.
Lisa Leslie retired 20 years ago.
Exactly, but
so
I knew
who are
about
the players between then and now?
What I'm trying to tell you is, if they wanted to market the WNBA, they could have, because they had ballers way back then.
We know the players. We know Sue Bird. We know these players. We know Lauren.
Gio, you know them people?
Yeah.
Gio don't watch sports.
It's not about watching sports.
You don't know those people because you don't watch the sport.
Do you know Angel Reese? You don't know her, but you know she plays.
I might know her face if I saw her.
Okay, so you know the name. And
where do you think that came from?
Okay.
That came from NBA players posting on social media.
Hey, watch this player.
That came from NBA players posting on social media.
If they wanted to market the WNBA, they could have. They're always excuses.
What she's doing is
exactly
what
push women forward.
What she's doing.
They're not supposed to be
what she's doing is exactly what WNBA players do, right?
That's all it is.
So everything is not always black.
Exactly. So Kevin Durant, right?
As they always say.
So Kevin Durant,
it's not affecting them.
Kevin Durant posted on. Kevin Durant posted on Twitter one day, right?
Jeez.
And he was showing love to a WNBA player, but he didn't say her name. He didn't know her name. He just put a number. Yeah, or actually, he just put a number because basketball players, we say numbers, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She responded, "Don't repost me if you're not going to say my name. Put respect on my name, this and that and third." They went and picked up multiple tweets from Kevin Durant where he does it with NBA players as well, where he says the number.
Yeah.
But it's so quick to get offended at something that's not actually there. Mm-hmm. You can't blame the NBA for investing and then say they're not investing enough when they losing money every single year.
And why?
If they didn't put money in the marketing, you wouldn't know who the hell the WNBA was.
And there's no return on the operating costs, really.
Yeah, it just takes time.
Jersey sales, like
it just takes time.
That's one of the major things. They don't have like jersey sales.
It just takes time. It just takes time.
It's not a big fan base.
No. It just takes time.
Just like if you start in a church. You gotta pay.
It just takes time.
And if you don't got enough members to help you pay to keep the church running, you know what I'm saying?
The NBA
took about you go to church as your grandma.
The NBA took 80 years to get their money back. The NFL took 80 years to get their money back. Everybody, the WNBA only been around 20 plus years.
The only league where people are paid fairly is tennis. So I don't know why we're acting like this conversation is so. Why they're not?
They're not getting paid fairly.
You should pay the kids more.
I was about to say.
I didn't know if it was like that. But
soccer players running around here being
I meant men and women being paid the same amount. That's what I meant.
NBA players get paid right. I don't know what we
That's what I meant. I'm talking about tennis being the only league Well, either way, that's the only league where men or women you get paid whatever that bucket is, whatever that what's it called? That the end of the goal you get the amount, the bucket, the prize, and that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, make it fair. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they don't give money to the WNBA. I'm not saying that they're not giving enough. I said put it where it's actually.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
No, tennis is separate. I know. It was much easier to get that accomplished than it's not because it is an individual sport. But I'm just saying, in that regard, I don't see why it can't be a thing where you actually invest and see what it does. We do it all the time in players. Dak Prescott is getting paid how much and they ain't even doing shit. Like, what the fuck? It happens.
We ain't getting paid by these people. Who doing?
It can be up there because this is actually one of my favorite shows to watch, and it really teaches you how to cook because it puts TikTok influencers on there.
No.
That's how I first met fucking Tootie. She was cooking the first season. Tiny, I mean, the white girl who can cook fried chicken. Oh, you know Tiny?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we wrapping up.
Oh shit.
Well, hey, that was a quick one. You know what I'm saying? Well, it wasn't a quick one. It kind of started late.
I thought you were gonna say something.
Yeah, it did.
I was telling him to fix the screen.
Any outgoing thoughts?
No.
Well, Black History Month. Shout
out
to all the
you
black
gotta
guys.
be here. You gotta show up next week.
Why?
Because you gotta talk about your topics.
Oh, I wasn't not going to be here next week.
Oh, okay. Oh, correct me. Thank you. Too many breakups going on today.
Black History. Y'all want to hit on that?
Sure.
Oh yeah, let's go out with our Black History facts. Who up first?
Go ahead, Jess.
Well, again, the Shannon Sharp, him and his brother were the first to be inducted into the Hall of Fame as black men. Again, Peyton and Eli Manning, they're brothers. They're not both in the Hall of Fame. So just giving that out. I thought that was really dope. And of course, Kendrick Lamar did also break a record as being the first African-American to surpass that amount of view. I mean, it was the most streamed thing in America. I don't remember the numbers.
The most streamed TV program ever. Like the most streamed TV program.
Shout out to Tubi.
Ever.
Yeah. Shout out to Tubi.
I already knew when. I knew when they put it on Tubi. I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, that was clutch.
Wow.
It's Fox. Why wouldn't they put it on Tubi?
I just found out they owned it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Who you got, Gio?
Every Super Bowl, the numbers is gonna get better and better and better because you're gonna get
more. But that quadruple.
This was different, Kendrick, bro. They put Morgan Whalen up there next year.
I was about to say, put one of the people they're suggesting.
They not gonna do it, bro.
Half.
It was because of Kendrick.
I hope Chris Brown get a chance one year.
He will not.
Chris Brown.
Y'all gotta let that go. He will not.
Why you think he won't?
No, he will not.
Why you think he won't?
He just won a Grammy. He
has a better chance of winning two at the same time. Right? Let him.
Why do you think Chris Brown will get a chance to perform for the Why do you think out of all the people, Chris Brown?
The fact that he won a Grammy, I think
it's not that I don't want him to. I want him to, but let's really be realistic here.
I don't think that people.
We're gonna have dentures by the time we see that.
I think people that familiarize themselves with the story and understand both sides. I think that a lot of people have looked at it.
They're a business, as you say. They're not looking at all that like y'all say.
I think Jay-Z was blackballing him at some point, but I think that stopped a long time ago.
He keep getting himself in trouble though.
Yeah,
that coke bean, unfortunately, singing into that damn mic.
It's not like his only incident was the thing with Beyonce.
Oh yeah, he definitely be beating people up.
It's not happening.
Yeah, but it ain't been happening in a long time. He been chilling
man,
Chris Brown been chilling for some time now. And then he get mad when he get mentioned because he be like, I ain't done shit in a long time. Y'all still be mentioning me.
Yeah, he been cool.
So I think he been quiet. Music. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's been making great music. So it's like,
ain't he on tour right now?
No, Will, stop giving these. Why? If he keep it up, that's your advice.
If he keep acting right, maybe.
Nah, but he been acting right for a while now.
He had a mistake, you guys. Don't say acting right like
he hasn't had a serious. I think, and I could be wrong, but I think Chris Brown hasn't had a serious incident since the shit with Drake in the club.
No, I think it was something else happened.
Yeah.
I don't want to snitch. He beat up Frank Ocean in the parking lot. That's what
he did beat up Frank Ocean.
That was one.
And he beat up Quavo.
Yeah, that one too.
And then he dissed Quavo.
Dang, I forgot about that.
I just
that
think
wasn't
that
bad though. That was fire.
It's gonna be a different stage.
Who your Black History person?
Wait, it was Gio.
My person is, and this is only because I am reaching for the stars and I want to be a millionaire myself. So Madam C.J. Walker.
You will be a millionaire.
Yes.
I will be a millionaire. Yes. But Madam C.J. Walker was the first black woman to be a millionaire. So shout out to her because she's leading the way.
Shout out. And she's responsible for a lot of y'all hair products.
That too.
C.J. Walker.
If it wasn't for the perm, I don't know how far us black girls would have gotten, just to be honest. So
shout out to Madam
just
C.J.
saying.
Nah, hey, facts.
Just saying.
I remember my sister hanging over the kitchen sink.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying. I know what time.
You got to take it out or you're going to be red all around your edges. Like,
start burning.
Who you got, Trell?
I'm gonna do Sam Cooke, man.
Oh, Sam Cooke.
First record label owner.
Yeah, he would.
First publisher. You know.
Hey, we gotta sample Sam. What's the song that we should sample by Sam?
I don't want to give it away, man.
Oh yeah, they gonna steal the sauce.
Yeah,
that's right. That's
Let him
true.
cook. Let him cook.
Shout out to Sam Cook. Hey, that's he got the story with him and Al Green.
We talking about when he stole his girl?
Teddy Pendergrass.
Nah, so Sam Cook got a story where him and Joe Tex, bro, he stole his wife, bro.
Yeah, Sam Cook stole Joe Tex's wife.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and who was the other ones where?
Stole her or he never had.
No, he's.
You know, the boy was smooth, you know.
Oh man, what you got, Edward?
You know, call me Edward.
That was malicious.
Oh wow,
I ain't never heard that before.
I've called you Edward before because we got the same name.
No,
you know we got the same name.
Edward?
Yeah.
Where's yours?
Name, bro?
Mine's my middle
I
name.
was like, where?
Nobody calls me that. My mother has.
calls me that
She's
either.
done it when she's been mad before.
Yeah, I don't see
So
that.
yeah,
Eddie Good. Actually, his name is Reggie Good.
I'm gonna say Serena Williams.
Yes.
You know, she's one of my favorite goats.
Hey, he trash for real.
He really.
And then on top of that, you know, she did her thing at the halftime show.
She did.
She got a lot of backfire from that, but she did her thing.
And I have to
shout out to
commend you.
Serena.
You're the reason why I watch tennis, and I know she's one of the
My
reasons
dog
why you
Cole
watch
too.
tennis.
I got smoke for any one of y'all podcasters on that tennis court.
I love this
Man,
man.
y'all don't want no smoke with that nigga. I put money on it. What's up? My dog will smoke y'all. Yeah.
You play tennis, Eddie?
He does.
Okay.
And I smoke him. Carry on.
Okay.
You think I'm playing?
You
All
played in
right.
high school? Okay.
Dickhead. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's what you was about to say. Something else though? Nah. It was just Serena and C walking. Shout out Serena and Drake. You a hoe.
Oh my God.
Cause why he got smoke for Serena, but you ain't got smoke for the dude that said, hey Drake. Say Drake. You ain't see it? He posted Serena in the stories.
No, I saw that. But you know why he's not gonna say that.
Say
He's
Drake.
scared.
I hate it like him.
And
Yeah.
five more.
real quick before we go.
Wait, why? He ain't, bro.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, real quick before we go. The guy that came out with Kendrick,
Mustard.
who was that? I don't know.
Mustard.
He's a rapper or just a DJ?
Producer.
Okay.
Producer.
I didn't know
He produced the song.
I didn't know who he was. Thought he was somebody else that had.
You
beef
heard
with
Mustard
Drake.
before.
Shout out
I
to
know I probably heard of him,
producer.
Ty
but I
Dolla
just-
Sign,
Okay.
YG,
Drake,
all those guys.
He just got a history of going at women. He did something.
Come on,
weird
man.
with,
Yeah, he did.
Going at women in the
All
back.
of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
Really?
He mentioned his relationship with SZA in the song for no
just made
reason.
it sound
Nobody needed to know
that
that.
was weird.
Who you got, Jess?
For what?
He got some.
She already
nice
said.
music.
Oh, she already said.
He
Oh,
did.
so
Yeah,
I went
it's you.
first. You know I got
he
my
gotta
eyes
look
down.
his. He gotta look his up.
No, I got respect for it. I got computer scientist Lisa Gelobter, and she assisted with the 1995 creation of Shockwave. Y'all
Amen.
kids, so y'all don't remember Shockwave, but early on computers, there was like it helps you play animations.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it helped you play the games, the little computer games and everything. She designed that. She created that.
Okay.
And,
Throwback.
she assisted with it. And if that wasn't created, we literally wouldn't have web animation or GIFs right now. So she's partly responsible for GIFs.
Hey.
She also helped start Hulu as a member of the senior management team, and then she took over at BET Digital, in which after that she became the chief digital officer for the Obama administration.
Ooh.
She is now the co-founder of Techwitable, which is an app that allows employees to make complaints and provide solutions to resolve those complaints outside of the place of employment. Her purpose is to bridge the gap in the world and spread more love. So shout out to Lisa.
Shout out to Lisa.
We wouldn't be able to send out funny ass gifts if it wasn't for you. Shout out to all the black names, poets, important pieces of our history
ones that
that
lost
we
their
wouldn't even
lives.
Figures, political
like
figures,
it's so many different names. We're gonna be showing love to y'all all month, but
Yes.
thank you so much for your sacrifices and
For sure.
what you gave up for us to be here.
And be
Like,
sure to leave a comment if there's any of our people, your people that have influenced you, inspired you
Yeah.
lately, present or past, that you want to give a
Yeah.
shout out to. You could do it. And I mean, at the end of the day, I think that's one of the things that Kendrick wanted to do, was start the revolution, get you to embrace your past, get you to learn your past, educate yourself on what it is that we had to do, what you went through, so you can know where you're going. I think that was the biggest thing about his performance. So drop in the comments who's inspired you, who you've been. I watched Selma, and that's where the whole voting thing, like I realized that's what Selma was about, marching to Selma so we could vote, because that was promised to us, but yet they were keeping us from voting by asking
just
heinous
like 48 Acres
questions
and
and
the
things.
Mule. Shout out to Spike Lee. Shout out to Kendrick again.
Thank you.
On the Ave, episode 13. We love y'all. Thank you.
I'm out.
He already cut us off.
I love y'all.
Hey, walk down for a talk. Married to the game, no time for divorce. Get lost in the flow. Man, I done kept my eyes on the prize, seeing signs like a ghost. On my grind from the go, that's a prize you ain't know. That the down was a go, I be right at your